afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another explosive Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Semoski. We shall be watching in the southern half here, Victoria Florence fighting for the Soviet Union. For the 5th tank corps rolling here towards fascist lines, being held up here by Fortune fighting for the Großdeutschland Panzerdivision. Ready to show those Russians what for. I mean, only here, by the way, the Storm Pilots are heading immediately southwards. He's ignoring the fuel point. He's initially might get the full screens on that. Meanwhile, Special Commander has to start with 2 companies. And Stravniki on the way here. Might Victoria Florence go for Red Wings opening. Learning commanders by way of Soviet industry. Shock rifle and guard motor. Fortune on your hand with breakthrough Luftwaffe ground forces und Scavenge. Ja, Scavenge. Several Volksgunners there on the way, going for the fuel, heading into the centre immediately there with the Sturm Pioneers to gain dominance for Germany right there. Achtung! I mean, Sturm Pioneers, I mean, technically all pioneers, when I sense Sturm Pioneers, since all pioneers is essentially in the German army, and that was something that was also, by the way, the same in World War I, where assault troops in particular, they were elite assault troops, besides also doing the other stuff that other armies, engineers, troops would be doing. I mean, they'd be carrying a lot more grenades and all the kinds of support weapons than when they were going into war. So, a little fun fact there about the Pioneers, or the Sturm Pioneers here. I mean, the Sturm Pioneers probably better than the Wehrmacht Pioneers, actually sort of exemplify what Pioneers were about. I mean, still, you know, a little fun fact there about the Pioneers. Also, another fun fact, Pioneers in World War I were in fact amongst the bases there for the assault troops, the stormtroopers. So another fun fact there about the Pioneers and how tough they were. But there goes Strafnigat following up here with the scout car, rolling ahead. And taking up position here, the communists already forced over here by their mightier colleagues, the Sturmpioniere. Points up there being secured, Schnell, and we got more Volksgunners on the way for Fortune. No flamethrower here. I mean, he's going to engage here, or she apparently. I mean, might want to take up position here rather here on the broadside where most of the stop pioneers can actually shoot back at the troops there, but in this case seems like it worked out. Moving ahead here, might in fact get some good damage here on the Sturmpioniere. More Stravniki on the way, but not quite a Red Wings opening there, since Red Wings always go sort of raw Stravniki and doesn't generally seem to get any scout cars, but you know, different nonetheless. Doing quite a bit of time, might get the Sturm Pioneers. No, stops up here to deal with the Volksgunners. Not quite a full pursuit there, which could maybe actually wipe them out, which could have been a huge loss early on for Fortune, and notable victory there for Victoria Florence already. But no, nothing of the sort so far. Combies moving up out there, getting some nice territory. More Volksgunners arriving here. Scout car might want to consider pulling back here. A lot of fire though. Or at least sort of try and flank the Volksgunners here behind heavy cover. Not really a good situation. This will be caught between a building and using heavy cover and a scout car. I mean, not necessarily the most fully optimal usage there of them. Just saying, but there we go. Victory point secured. More stuff needed. We got a 3rd unit down the way. Scout car flanking back, maybe to deal with the Volksgunners here on their own and out in the open. That would certainly work out better. Fortune might on the other hand get out of there. And there we go. Quickly, Heinz went down. Quickly, Yuri, shoot! Shoot at the fascists, even while it's driving, but it's a bit hard to aim. Ah, shut up. There we go, veterans on here, for it. Already 1 unit down. Interesting enough, Victoria did not try to pursue it down and wipe it out, though might get a chance here again with the Volksgunners. I mean, really just lethal, a combination here with the scout car and the Stravniki unit, really doing a lot of damage. And there we go, there we go, overdrive. Step on it, Dimitri. I'd like to hunt myself some fascists. And there we go, we might see a squad wipe there early on. For Fortune, a desperate loss there, and we already got a Kenma for those to sort of respond to this, but there we go. Quickly pulled to the way. Veterans 1 closing on Veteran 2 slowly. And there goes a nice amount of kills there for the Stravniki. 3 so far of these units. Several companies as well, gaining a lot amount of territory there. Definitely a bit of a rough start here for Fortune, being outmaneuvered and stuck here by the motorized fist of Comrade Stalin. In this case, more like the motorized thumb, because obviously this is not quite fully a fist. More moving up. No upgrades for them, no flamethrowers that could certainly increase the firepower up closer versus Fortune. burn the fascists away. And they go up to 4 units, so very close there to a Red Wings opening just with a scout cover on which again I don't recall he generally goes for. But still, I mean, variations are not necessarily bad. Not necessarily bad at all. And certainly in this case, I imagine. And of course, the question is how will Fortune sort of try and react to this? I mean, okay, looks like he's gone for the Luftwaffe. We are seeing the MG-34, the Großdeutschland, requesting some schwerer Maschinengewehren. Mines up here, good position by the way, good position for mines there by Victoria. But Ken being pushed back here by the Stravniki, moving ahead there with the SVT-40s. Semi-automatic rifles, which by the way were the basis for the Gewehr 43 actually. But there you go, quick Granate, Stielhandgranate, and nicely thrown there. A lot of the Stravniki go down, leaving behind only 2 men. Sturmpani supporting up the assault as well. And we've got the scout coming back here with another Stravniki unit. Medic up go there. No sign of a flamethrower yet. I mean, here I'm focusing on the scout car unit there. It might actually be a good move, but again, there's a bit of reactions. Also knowing here early on, Fortune is getting some storm mines was there. That's good actually. Oh, but in the end, the scout car does go down there. Does go down. A bit of a shame there. Nonetheless, though, I'm saying it did pretty damn good, wiping out an early Volkswagen squad there for Fortune, and certainly costing the Germans quite a bit of manpower overall. So I'm pretty sure that thing earned itself in, to say the least.
You have done what you were told. Good. You need something.
And there you go, getting flamethrowers for the combat units. Now that's an interesting decision. Again, usually you'd see it on the Stravniki if you have that many and not the combat units, but it looks like here Victoria Florence is going about it the other way. Moving up here, and there you go, mine spotted. Fortune taking no chances already with that kind of aggressive opening, realizing there's chance there, of course. Mines being laid down all over the place already. Another half track there. Mine engagement here, cover for the penal troops. A grenade here might turn things around for the Volkswagen, and there we go, Stielhandgranate. Quick retreat there from the penal troops, but not before Boris dies. Horribly. And very quickly here, I mean at 7 minutes, already setting up a tank over 10 command here, well, taking advantage of the amount of territory that Victoria already managed to secure here in the early game to sort of further pressure Fortune. Well done there, that's definitely going to be a further nightmare. And to a certain extent, could then sort of further maybe augment it with a Soviet industry tactics choice there, which would give further fuel, sort of further speed up, say an early T-34 or in T-7, sort of further pressure Fortune. That could definitely cause a lot of problems. So that's definitely something to consider there. MG-34, they're covering the flank nicely. Forcing Victoria to pull back the infantry there, but more Stravniki here moving up. That's slightly losing territory there, and there we go. At the same time, we're also seeing a Schwer Panzer quarters going up to cover the fuel point. Very vital there to minimize the amount of harassment that Victoria can conduct versus Fortune's positions. Never seen that thing spark up. Fun fact there. Flanking the MG-34 might go off for satchel charges to blow up the building, which would deny precision here for the Raketten there, for that can actually do well there for Victoria and the Soviet Union. There you go, second MG-34 up there for Fortune. And there we go. Tankery Battalion Command is up. Might want to wreck that one, so I mean in that case a quick T7 could then have much more freer reign here versus Fortune's forces. Of course that is merely my opinion. Also healing a building. Securing points there. And behind faxing Soviet industry here. And there you go, T-70 then rapidly being called out on the field. And a definite fuel disparity right there. 15 versus 45 fuel. I mean 3 times much fuel as the Oberkommando West. Of course noticeably less manpower then, but generally should be able to make up that with raw armoured force and potency. So there we go. Things are about to get a bit here unpleasant for Fortune. Though he's getting a Lux of his own, so light tank versus light tank, though the T-70 will certainly have an easier chance versus the Lux than vice versa. Larger assault here. No mines here, by the way. There you go. Strikings. Get close, get close. Target also the steel pioneers in this active building. Looks like Fortune wasn't quite paying attention. Yeah. Good chance here for wiping maybe the steel pioneers. That would be well, not catastrophic, but certainly a hard loss here for Fortune early on. There you go, popping. And there you go, he lost his steel pioneers. That was probably his heaviest infantry unit that went down right there. He could try and of course replace with Falcon, that's going to be expensive. We got the Lukes at the same time though, close to wiping up the penal troops there for Victoria. On the other hand, that's going to be a heavy loss as well. They're not quite as heavy as the other unit. There you go, the Kenrefs are shifting up. No, of course, I mean, can just drive past the other Kenrefs, simply can't set up fast enough, so we'll deal with it. And there we go, crashing straight into each other. Need to be careful here. Looks like the Kenref can't get off a shot there. And there we go. Slight chance here for both. Looks like... Shit, actually, the Lukes slightly got the upper hand there in the end as the range increases. The T-70 stands there. Might get the Falklands as well. But there you go. Kenref have abandoned the building. T-70 needs to get away. Get away. Also, good point here for now. Got plenty of munitions, so might want to set up some repair positions. Sort of ensure it doesn't have to use the engineers for that. And also sort of basically sort of allow to quickly pull back that direction. But another unit down here for Fortune, who quickly gets another Sturm Pioneer unit. Seems like there's no interest so far for Fallschirmjäger. But certainly a lot of pressure here upon the Großdeutschland initially. And already Veteran T1 closing in a Veteran T2 here for the T-70. Having wiped 2 German units. That's not exactly good news here for Fortune. He's definitely suffered quite a few infantry losses here versus the Russians. Quick steel hand grenade here, which I did not dodge, and well, at the same time the Volkers themselves were quite vulnerable. And there we go, wipe dropping a Panzerschreck 2. Terrible news here for Fortune and Germany. Kenref opening up. T-7 needs to quickly pull back. He can't survive another shot there. MG-34 lost. I mean, the losses just pile up, and well, that's the thing. The T-70 is extremely lethal versus infantry. A lot of people seem to have forgotten, having just been so heavily reliant on so heavy calling in armor. But really, the T-70, if well handled, is a mean little killing machine. I mean, it is really effective versus infantry. That should not be underestimated. It can actually do a lot of damage versus infantry. So keep that in mind. He actually wrecks the MG-34 rather than risk handing it over to the opponent. There's definitely a bit of desperation there from Fortune since he's used the Kenref for that. You know that. How man? Maybe there are better options for 9? Okay. There you go. Veteran D2 for the T-70. Increased rate of fire. Increased accuracy. Another MG-34 to replace the one lost here. Orbital Dardan on the way. Things are definitely a bit grim here. Looks already once more to mobilize versus the fascists. And right now, of course, I mean, what could be a good move might actually be to get a T-34 or several tank tactics strike versus Fortune further. I mean, Victoria's got the resources for it, that's for sure. So, I mean, a T-34 right now would be catastrophic, in particular since Fortune has very little sort of anti-armor. In fact, could soon get 2 T-34s, which would certainly be twice as catastrophic, and certainly also have an effect there versus armor, in particular since Fortune has... Well, he's going to be some far off there for getting in because of the Lukes. So in that regard, this should really be a sign there for Victoria to base just go T-34 nuts. I mean, sure, could spam T-70s, but I think a pair of T-34s would do the trick, if not better. Volker's in a bad state as well. Does not stage active finish them off, then retreat. That's a bit unfortunate. MG-34 then a bit of trouble. Got the Volker's reach. Oh, there we go. They might go down. Again, do not underestimate the lethality of the T-70. Another Kenref there as Fortune realizes what is needed. A bit of battering there for the T-7, but there we go. There we go. Oh dear, the Steel Pioneers could be next here to suffer the wrath of the T-70 terror tank. Just bad news all around here for Fortune. But interesting enough, Victoria is actually floating resources. Bet you there for the looks though. Making that more lethal, but certainly not quite lethal as the T-70, which is extremely close there to Veterans 3. There we go though, nice hit. Oh, this could actually be it for Victoria's T-70. Need to get it out there. No! Ooh, remains in front here of the arc of fire. Looks they might get it. Vorwärts, Ludwig. Vorwärts. Shoot it to pieces. Veterans 3, come on. Pursue. No. No, he lets it get away with Veterans 3. 9. But if we were to guess right now, I would say Victoria might be saving up for something doctrinally. Maybe the KV2, but at the same time, right now, could get 2 T-34s and basically steamroll Fortune. Might be a bit of hubris there for Victoria, maybe. Or maybe just really wants to use the KV2, I don't know. But I'd say it's a bit risky, since, I mean, that much time, particularly considering there's still plenty of command points to go, could actually give Fortune time to get a Panther out. Which is generally what you want to avoid in those situations. At least sort of getting forces back on the ground. T-70 getting repaired again. Once more. And of course now one of the companies users have a Panther strike as well. Hardly good news for the Germans. Doing his best to sort of show off the flank and at least sort of minimize the amount of possible avenues that Victoria can charge the men through. And there you go, I mean, recon mode, and I was just speeding ahead. Absolutely insane stuff there. Luke's moving in to counter it as much as it can with its 2cm Kampfwagenkanone. But now going immediately under fire from the T-70 as well, usual. And there we go, a T-34 has arrived, a single one. Apparently at least some armor is needed. Again, right now there's still room for another 2 T-34s, I think it would be 3. Oh no, T-70 got caught in front of the Raketenwerfer, and there he goes, taking the Raketenwerfer from the church, finally takes out the tank tower. Finally! Having consumed so many German lives and ended so many careers. Raketenwerfer getting off a good shot. No, Satchel Charge, might get it on time. Oh, just in the nick of time. Fallschirmjäger's appearing, might get a Panzerfaust off the T-34. Oh, they might get crushed. Looks about to go down. This is catastrophic. And there we go, quickly going into camouflage mode or whatever. Managing to hide here from the T-34 in the nick of time. A very cautious movement indeed. Shh, be very, very quiet or the Russians might see us or hear us. And there you go, got the T-34 there. Bit incautious there with the T-34. Rather assaulted, a quick hit there, no covering infantry. But there you go, Luke's being repaired once more, somehow still functional. Though the main gun is not. Getting rather tense there, more Volksgrenadiers on the way here for Fortune. Fallschirmjäger is also reinforcing, been sent in from a nearby Fallschirmjäger regiment. First platoon, first company. Achtung! And there we go, Panzerschreck on the looks. Sturm Pioneers. Oh, getting swept with fire. Need to pull back. Zurückfallen. Ivan kommt. And meanwhile, there the Russians pull through. And there we go, steal away the Raketenwerfer, claiming it for the glory of the Soviet peoples. Good at shooting there. And there we go, quick about the landing on the... Oh, that didn't even kill anyone. Though it might have been a bit too late there to get the Raketenwerfer on the orbital down. Might be able to kill the crew and reclaim it for Germany. The other looks charges forwards. And gets the job done. They're closing in veterans. Oh no, the MD-34 down south covering the southern approaches, quickly getting overwhelmed here by the Stravniki. Lux will have to quickly dash back there to save the day. Still nothing called again. Clearly it seems to be saving up here for the KV-2. That'll certainly be a rare appearance of it. And again, a pardon would say just get a ton of T-34s before that. In fact, now Fortune can't get the Panther. Die Panzerkampfwagen 5. Pride of the Vaterland. Booby traps. I mean, he's got plenty of munitions to consider booby traps. At least he's holding up position and trying to sort of stall the Soviet counterattack there through the Brave. Oh, there we go. Actions of the... And there we go. Blenkerper. How do you like sad smoke? And get a few more kills that way. Quickly sounding the T-34 as well. Splendid job there. And there we go. The KV-2, the Clement Voroshilov tank. Very old tank by that time, certainly in World War II. Armed with 105 or 52mm howitzer. Very nasty stuff, and certainly in the early days of Barbarossa was one of the sort of primary things slowing down the Germans overall on their advances. In fact, several times would pile up entire regiments with a single one. So, little fun fact there. Though generally it was very expensive to make, and generally very few of them was made, which ultimately limited a bit their effectiveness versus the Germans. Raketenwerfer setting up. Ready to ambush. Moving in blindly there. There we go, shot goes through, but the thick armor absorbs most of it. And there we go, KV-2 blasts half the crew. There we go, another shot there. Closing in a half health. Falling back here to Victoria. Veterancy free. And then Veterancy dead. But at the same time, they did damage the KV-2 rather heavily already. And there go, repair posts are finally going up. I would suggest more than one, since one is actually surprisingly slow in repairing compared to, say, the Mechanarmed or any other sort of repair method. So, I mean, generally, I would always recommend more than one. 2 or 3. In particular, dealing with heavy armor. There we go. Also got the regular engineers, both Veterancy 2 to sort of help as well. Never mind that soon, in, well, about a minute, Victoria can get another KV-2. It looks like the whatever remainders have been there, it's sort of fine to the war being shoved into the fight here. 5 Megers coming here, and again another sort of great use of the Blenkerper. I mean, it's a surprisingly good grenade. It's a bit of a shame that most people don't use it. There you go, Panther rolls forwards. There we go, another repair station, and there we go. Panther taking Panzer fire and KV-2 both bounce off the frontal armor. Close there though. Might want to see if we can't bait it into the mine here. Then again, might just want to get it out of there and wait for another KV-2. Actually trying to knock out the Lux instead. That's a bit risky. Might suggest pulling back that KV-2. Can't. Oh, mine went off. Another hit there, and Panther's down to less than half health. But already here, not looking good. Cancel that one to get the munitions back. But soon, very soon, another KV-2. I'm surprised, though, for example, that while Victoria was holding the village to a certain extent, there wasn't been a lot of mines down, really. I mean, very few mines overall. Except that one there. I should get more up, actually, sort of slow things down for Fortune, and certainly further immobilize vehicles and make them easier targets for the KV-2 tanks. Since I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the only one. But now there's a Panther out in the field, so I mean, it's not all bad. For Fortune, that is. And the Lux is actually closing in on Veterans before. That would be impressive if we can get that far. Then again, there's always a chance that basically gets wrecked. Repair stations going up. And if so, the industry didn't have that manpower drain, it would be too good. Go veterans, you won. Might want to wait for that second KV2 before charging in, though. Now they've got a series of shots there. Minor assault going through here. MD-34 quickly overwhelmed by the Stravniki. Would force Fortune to divert force away, though. That's only going to be the looks, though. And there we go. Second KV2. Second. And time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Fortune sort of finally managed to take back the map here. Gained some ground and sort of holding up sort of some of the more vital points, but at the same time though he's about to sort of get hammered here with a lot of heavy armor. We got 2 KV2s now on the field. That's going to hurt. I mean, there's no way around that. That's going to hurt. And of course, question is how sort of going to handle it. Mine to sort of slow down the advance would be good. Booby traps with infantry, like Kedden there first to sort of further support the single Panther he has would be good moves. You could also consider mechanized regiments to further get fuel, maybe get some Pumas to support the Panther as well. Otherwise, keep that look sort of haunting down any infantry that might try to sort of outmaneuver and harass him as well. That would definitely do Mr. Fortune quite well here. As for Victoria, I mean, now the chips are basically down all in on the KB2s. Part of me would still like to see some T-34s to sort of support them later on, but otherwise, if gains back this area, mine it. Try to sort of catch that Panther in the mines or any other armor that might arrive, and so that way make them easier targets here for the KV tanks. In particular, then you can maybe just sort of set them up in firing position and blast them from a safe distance. So I mean, that's definitely something to consider there for Victoria. Let's keep up the pressure. And maybe, again, a T-34, I mean, at least to sort of draw in the flukes and then knock it out afterwards. That would be a good move in that regard. But not much else really beyond that in terms of damage. We're noting the Fortune with advantage kill-wise, so things are much, much closer. And again, apart from would say that's probably because of the time that basically Victoria was saving up for the KV2s at Victoria. Instead, got a lot of T-34s. Instead, I'm pretty sure things would have looked a lot different. In fact, this fight could already have been over, maybe. But anyways, enough about that. Back to the fight here. KV2 soon ready to drive again. Soon ready to strike down the fascists.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector. He is redeemed in blood, comrades.
And setting up there. They're not firing very well. They're firing unnoticeably faster than when not mobile. Or when we're mobile. Might want to shoot at that Panther though. I think. Sure, he might be attacking ground. Not sure. Target the Panther. Target the Panther. Instead of attacking ground there. Bit of a unfortunate decision there, I think. Satchel charge are going off behind the Panther. Didn't really do much either.
We have 200 points remaining.
Panther needs to be careful. Oh, exposing the rear there. Exposing the rear on the KV2. And there we go. One Raketten there for utterly annihilated. With this KV2 getting close there to Veteran T2. Fortune being pressured. On the other hand, his Panther's already managed to gain Veteran T2. So that's not exactly half bad. Volker's laying down sandbags only to see the wreck right before them, though surprisingly no casualties suffered. My God, that was lucky. There we go, another Raketten there in dire straits there. We did see intercepted mines, but a bit too late there, as the assault went in at the same time. Panther pulling back, we're seeing basically Fortune getting out of the looks. Might also want to pull back, in particular close there to Veteran T4. This would actually mean in an increased range. No, he's actually moving it in here. Fortune must be feeling a bit confident. And then we got less than half health now, but it does gain veterans before. It does gain veterans before. Ordered not to shoot. And there we go. Cautious movement, hoping the Russians do not spot them again. And getting the devil out of there. Very close to victory 2 for this KV2, which is definitely going to make things a lot more unpleasant for Fortune. Panther pulling back for repairs as well. We got a lot of infantry sort of milling about. MD-34's not entirely sure what to do with all of this heavy armor on the field now. Almost done getting out of there, but that might be too late. Except if the KV2s can't hit the broadside of a barn all of a sudden. Good shooting, Dimitri. Thank you, I was being sarcastic. And there we go, a Luftwaffe strike for the cut-off point there. A bold maneuver there, like to sort of try and draw away attention from here. Try to pull back the KV2s to buy more time to sort of, you know, protect other points there. Bit of a desperate maneuver there by Fortune. Might work though it might involve the less than heroic sacrifice of those Fallschirmjägers. Oh, missed! Dimitri! Learn to shoot! No survivors, and there we go, veterans you do. And apparently a quick strafe there from the Luftwaffe managed to kill a unit. Good job there. Might want to protect those engineers with a Panzerschreck. And there you go, KV2's rolling forwards again. Need to be careful though. There you go, Panther moving ahead. Out the KV2s. Don't want to be starting in front of a Panther and a Raketenwerfer. At least not at the same time. Shot, there we go, from the Panther, went through Raketenwerfer, though bounced. Might try to set up as mobile positions here, maybe? No? Good out. Oh dear, almost got the MD-34 there. Good use of the building there for spotting for the KV2s. And we got a Sturmtiger arriving. Fortune, for some reason, actually getting a Sturmtiger. Not entirely sure what he's thinking there. I'd got another Panther, maybe. But no, a Sturmtiger. Might be to sort of deal with the infantry in a bit more of a decisive manner. Or maybe if the KV2s try to sight set up, basically just shoot there. Panther rushing in, closing in veterans' feet, but at the same time exposing its re-armor to the KV2s. And there we go, Panther, less than a sliver of health. Blitzing out of the infantry unit, wiped out here by the... And there we go, got the veterans E2, KV1, 2 with the Sturmtiger. Panther though went down to the other KV1. Absolutely crazy stuff right there. Absolutely crazy stuff right there. Now it's just down to the Sturmtiger and the Lux. He might soon be able to get another KV2 though. Surprisingly again, this sort of strategy, that Victoria Plate was also resulted in a very low amount of victory points though. So there was some flaws there. Back to Fortune. Getting more infantry, getting a lightest Infanteriegeschütz all of a sudden. Back to repairing that KV2. And the other Fallschirmjäger unit, though, is still breathing, still alive. Booby trapping points as well, that's good. Mark to salvage the Panther and the KV2 there for fuel. Ooh, got the Luxie on a small mission of harassment down south.
Continue the push. They are now at 100 points.
Not sure what he's thinking. Maybe a bit of reconnaissance, maybe a bit of harassment. Maybe trying to draw that KV2 down here again. Definitely working though, if that's the case. And again, we do see this slight flaw in Victoria's strategy. That is essentially, again, he can't really handle a lot of sort of more nimble attackers. But there we go. Second. Oh, well, now the KV2 arrives. third one, I believe. Either way, lots of big tanks. Very big ones. That can't hit. Occasionally. Sturmtiger moving in. Going to see if we can't knock it out, it seems. Shooting. Oh, no, doesn't. Careful there with the KV2. Shot fired! Stuns it but doesn't quite get it. The kid member might be able to finish it off. No. Next shot maybe. No, gets beyond the range. And the Luke sneaks past all of this. Sneaks past it, might try to knock it out from the rear there. Fortune's going in. Can he do it? No. No chance in hell there, it seems, for the Lukes. In fact, it's end up in front of the main gun there. Rocket bounces off. Not sure what Victoria's doing in that KV2 all the way over there. Not a lot of units left though. Engineers flanking. They were quickly getting attacked there by the Storm Punish return. And reloading the Sturmtiger far, far away from the front line. And already close to Veterancy too. Kedmev might be in for a nasty surprise there though. And there we go, a Kedmev to destroy another piece of equipment there off for the German army. Nice use of there, the smoke grenade there on the retreat path. Though he's not going to actually hunt them down though, otherwise he probably could have whacked them. Yeah, careful, they have the immediate 3. KV2 rolls forward. This is definitely a unique game. The first time I've ever seen someone so reliant on KV2s ever. Lux goes in again. I fear the commander of the Lux might be getting a bit too confident there. And there we go. Fortune's courage finally cost him in his otherwise veteran before Lux. That probably could have been handled a bit more wisely. Just saying. Just more Kedmev here, albeit, I mean, they're going to have a bit of limited success here. And looks like he's actually going for a valiant assault all of a sudden on his infantry. Not sure for what purposes. And Sturmtiger in trouble with the KV2. Could he lose it? Could he end up losing it? Taking heavy damage there. Infantry moving up. Oh yeah, he might fire a rocket there. Oh, knocked out the main gunner. 1 veteran, G2 increased armor. And other bits there, but 1 KV2 there close to getting knocked out. The other one gains veteran, 2 Kedmev for moving in. Infanterie shoots fighting here versus infantry. KV2s need to get out of there. He might end up losing another one. Victoria might end up losing another one there. Almost lost the entire Volkswagen squad there as well. Absolutely crazy stuff there. And the Volkswagen could still go down and retreat there if they're not careful. Another move here for the cut-off. But they're going to be caught there in retreat path of the KV2s. Nice. And there we go, down to a sliver of health. Smoke grenade though down. He's holding on though, and he's forgotten about the other side of the smoke. Oh, and he's forced to run through his own. Oh no. What a messy fight here. And there we go, wiped out and dropping an MG34. Dropped an MG34. I mean, if you consider how it went for Fortune last time he dropped an MG34. Though charging in the KV2 like this, I think Victoria might have lost it a bit there. Could end up losing it. Don't know. Pulls it out. Salvages it. And what is Fortune thinking, I wonder? Except holding a nice victory point advantage there. Might be able to hold it up here despite everything. Interesting enough. Not picking up that MG35. Ignoring it! No, don't do that. Come on, that's an MG34. The stuff of dreams when it's been on an orbital down unit, that is. Charging in again madly here. Focus down like Ken Methers first more than anything. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, pull it back, but he's still at the same time going to shoot a rocket straight into his... And we got another T-70 out to sort of further punish the infantry holders, and a good decision there. That might certainly help. Probably could have been out sooner, which would have done a lot more damage. I think could also have cleared up those Ken Methers a lot sooner as well. But oh well. Other KB2 soon married again. Get the MG34 though. The MG34. Storm T gun to fire there. Lights his infantry shots getting cleared out. Kedmev was there for the use of the Soviets. Victoria there delivering a crucial blow. Could get another Panther, or is he aiming for something else? I mean, if he goes for a mechanized regiment, he could probably quickly go for a King Tiger. Crap, the MG34. Well, there we go still. 2 KV2s rolling about like massive armoured behemoths of explosive destruction. Popping back here to Victoria. Barely any infantry on the other hand. 2 very big tanks. Might see the MG34, they're getting cleared out. There we go. Kaput. Again, Rev's being secured.
Yes, comrade.
So much equipment so far, though, also being ignored. I mean, again, come on. Why aren't you picking up an LMG-34? Oh. Brutal strike down the Volks as they try to move down. The KV2 basically blocking the road as if this was Operation Barbarossa. Sturmtiger moving down, the only chance of at least sort of forcing it back, it seems, for the time being. Poor Fortune. But at the same time, might not want to get in the way of it, since still that's going to be hurt a lot. Dodges the Sturmtiger rocket, which by the way was meant for blowing up buildings. I mean, if any tank in the war essentially got hit by it, it was gone. But generally meant for sort of blowing up fortified structures and the likes. First usage during the Warsaw Uprising. The second one, that is. Crap, the LMG-34. Another KMF in trouble. Closing in on veteran defeat for the KV2. Surprising enough, that should also consider mines. Mines here, anything to sort of slow down any further German armoured assault, and particularly tanks that might arrive. And there you go, mechanized regiment up. A King Tiger is now definitely an option there for Fortune, which would definitely also further necessitate mines here for Victoria. But surprisingly, does not seem very interested in the mines. Really should consider some. And again, the MG-34. Setting up repair stations there. Another Kedmev utterly obliterated. Soon Fortune might hold a bit of a different card on his hands. But might not want to park up straight from the Sturmtiger, just saying. Apparently feeling confident. Veteran 2 for the second KV2. Panther going off. That KV2 needs to get back. Too close to things. Storm Tiger down to half health. And there we go. Victoria pushed it a bit too far there. Lost the KB2 to the Storm Tiger. Though might soon get another KB2, but again, mines. Mines. Mine this area. Mine here. Mine here. Mine there. Mine everywhere. I mean, got most of the map now. Mine it. Make it very difficult for Fortune to move out on the territory and sort of regain it. In particular, say a King Tiger was to ride, being able to mine that and basically slow down the entire advance is going to be a golden opportunity. There we go, mine up, but also here, much more better spot. I mean, here this can sort of be avoided. I mean, generally you want sort of spots a lot harder to avoid, and you generally have to move through no matter what. There we go, fourth KB2 arriving. Also, a good little trick actually for laying down mines afterwards. Also, once you've done it, shift click and move it away elsewhere, so you don't afterwards have the unit standing around indicating to the opponent there's actually a unit been mine laid down there. Instead, they'll just, you know, move whatever you sort of ordered afterwards, and that way there'll be sort of less chance again for your opponent to sort of discover it if you were to say even neglect for a moment there. So a little fun tip there. A little fun tip. Also, that other academy effort could also be joined in. That would also be good, I think. Storm Tiger moving ahead. T-70 surprisingly not doing anything good. For example, used to secure these points if insistent on it. Lots of shots there going off. Getting very close to the King Tiger, the Königstiger. Definitely been a resource drop, sort of indicators on its way. Oh dear. Victoria here might be pushing it, might be pushing it. Hubris, I say. Hubris. Going out and out. So there we go. One with a damaged engine. Intent on getting that Storm Tiger and ignoring the threat of anything else. Meanwhile, infantry moving in elsewhere need to get that T-70 ready to strike down any of that infantry. We got what here? Strafniki hiding in a small ship, not necessarily the safest position. Oh dear, oh dear. One KB2 almost down already. There we go, down. I fear that was a bad decision there, very bad one. In fact, now we got the KB2 of course. I mean, obviously Victoria couldn't know, but probably should be expecting something bad was coming out the way Fortune was playing. And sadly now, well, Victoria's rather thrown away. Now getting a lot more T-70s, which is now does the infantry not about to come. Veteran defeated, need to pull it back. Panzer was like to go off there on the rear. There we go, damaged engine. Bad news coming. A King Tiger crew singing Deutschland, Deutschland über alles. And in this case, they can be pretty confident in that because the KB2 definitely does not stand a chance versus a King Tiger. Different periods of the war. There we go. KB2 went down. And now, Victoria Florence is in an extremely bad position. Again, that's just why a mine there would have been a better choice, more likely of getting the King Tiger rather than here. Which requires your opponent to actually specifically follow the road and stick down there and there. So, I mean, not necessarily a good position there. So just a quick note there. I came there for firing. The second one would have helped. More health would also have helped. Don't forget this one. Engage in combat mode, And there we go. Lower the demo charge. Seems like... Oh, there we go. Oh, press the wrong button. Both in reconnaissance and capture mode. Disable. Oh dear, looks like Victoria here's a bit... And they're going to send the arm position around. King Tiger moving in. Still hasn't disabled either mode. Oh, no. There we go, though. Come on, disabled capture as well. Disabled capture. Looks like Victoria utterly forgot about it. And there we go, though. And that point is already taken. Had Victoria done that immediately, the point could have been secured. And we could actually have seen maybe Fortune here getting utterly drained. In fact, now things are very low. Need to rush the T-70 back. King Tiger rolling ahead with a damaged engine of its own. By the way, he actually hit the mine there on the way back. Looks like Victoria, though, is still aiming for another KV2. I think Victoria might have lost sight of what matters here. A bit. Veterans E3. I think that's the first time I've seen it get that far, actually. And I imagine we might see the... There we go! The self-defense grenade launcher, which was actually mounted on... Well, in fact, most German vehicles actually, for some reason, only available here to the Sturmtiger. That's actually sort of self-defense weapon available to sort of vehicles there firing a grenade out. There you go, very close. Had that point been quickly cleared out, I think Fortune could actually have been drained there, but instead I think it might be game over here. I think it might be game over. Infantry trying to secure up with the King Tigers there. Veterans who won 15 kills. Hoorah! Not feeling very confident, are we there, comrade? And crushed. Told. A last KV2, the 5th one to arrive. And game over there. Victoria with no infantry left. Pulls back with whatever remains, which apparently is a single KV2 there. 50 minutes also exactly. Very interesting fight there. I mean, rare to see so interesting. Certainly rare to see used like that and to such an effect. But again, there were some problems. That was the almost sort of obsessive sort of focus on the KV2. A bit of hubris here and there, sort of mindlessly charging it at the wrong times. And apparently, you know, a lack of mines. I mean, had there been mines, I think things would have gone a lot more different. Plus that little mess up there. I think had the MD-34 been swiftly cleared up with the T-70, I think Victoria could actually have won this because, no, down to 13 points. I mean, had that not been that resistance from that last world victory point again, this would have gone a lot faster. I think Victoria could have won this fight, but instead, that little cock-up there rather cost as well. But even then, you know, had there been things been done a bit differently, again, had there been a lot more T-34s, for example, I think Fortune could have been steamrolled, or, you know, say some more mines, and I think Fortune's assaults could have been completely bogged down. Maybe also some more Echidna levels in the right spots taken away from him. And certainly grabbing that light machine gun here, which for some reason was never done. For shame. But overall, again, very interesting fight, very interesting match. Very rare to see this kind of thing. And certainly also interesting to see how Fortune reacted. I mean, he was under a lot of pressure early on. I'm pretty sure he was not expecting that many KV2s. The Sturmtiger was a surprisingly effective countermeasure due to the sort of the hugeness of the KV2s and the way that Victoria was used them, which were all limited. Had there been a lot of T-34s out to support them, things would have looked a lot different. They could easily outmaneuver the Sturmtiger and knocked it out. So, I mean, again, I think a mix of tanks would have worked better. But again, you know, it also displayed, you know, that worth of the T-70. I mean, really, that first one absolutely devastated Fortune. A few more to sort of support them quickly on could also have done a lot more damage to Fortunes. Again, I mean, I think the really problem was here basically that period of time between that T-70 and the KV2 arriving there should have been something more in between there. But there was just only a T-34 and that was only after a lot of time there. So I think there was also been some of the major strategic mistakes there made by Victoria. But still, very interesting to see. And again, some great Soviet industry play otherwise. I mean, really, how often do you see that? So overall, very fun game there. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope it gave you some ideas for your own matches, you know, to try and play out some different strategies. If you did, why not subscribe or tell your friends? Or, you know, share it with everybody else. Otherwise, you know, feel free to, you know, send in replays your own, or, you know, comment as always in the commentary section. So thank you all for watching and see you all tomorrow. Bye.